Welcome to Brown's Neighborhood, where Daniel Butchie Brown is the host. Welcome to Brown's Neighborhood podcast. It's me again, Daniel Butchie Brown. I got a wonderful lady in the house today, Tiffany Martin. How you doing, Tiffany?
Tiffany is fabulous. Thank you for inviting me to come on. Been long awaited.
Okay,
but here I am now.
I want to get to know a little bit about Tippy. We ain't going to be able to get the whole story, but we're going to get some of the story. First thing I want to ask you, you grew up on 118th?
On 118th and Compton Avenue. And by the way, I don't go by Tippy anymore. It's Tiffany. I'm grown now.
Oh, yeah. You didn't grow up by Carver Park.
I grew up, Carver Park was the park that was in our neighborhood, so yes.
You grew up by Carver Park?
Grew up by Carver Park, yes.
Did you hang out at Carver Park?
Well, coming from a family of 10, 5 brothers and 5 sisters, my mother did not allow us girls to hang out in the park. It was okay for my brothers, but not our girls. So
okay, Carver Park was kind of like the neighborhood park.
That's our neighborhood park.
Well, I ain't gonna ask you, did you go swimming over there? Because then
I did. I actually took swimming lessons there in elementary school. Still can't swim to this day, but yeah, my mom allowed me to go over there and take swimming lessons because our local school, which was Lincoln Elementary, they would walk us over there. So
that is the neighborhood.
That's the neighborhood park.
If people know you, they know Carver Park.
Right.
All right. So what elementary you went to, if I just may ask?
Lincoln Elementary. In actuality, I stayed directly across the street from Lincoln Elementary on 118th. They just recently dismantled my elementary school. Sad, but it's no longer there. But
Lincoln Elementary.
And at that time, I was growing up. Actually, the Compton School District was right there, connected on to Lincoln, and that was taken away years ago. So yeah.
So when you left Lincoln, we ain't gonna ask you what you got into in elementary. Usually I be wanting to know what somebody did in elementary growing up, but we're gonna figure out you're getting ready to go to junior high school.
Getting ready to go to junior high school. My school was supposed to be Willowbrook, but my mom did not get along with Mr. Freeman because issues with my siblings before me that she had with him. So she sent me way over the bunch. I had to walk way from Bunch to 118th. And I'm like, that was a long walk. After school, I'm like, I can't come out and play. I need to take a nap.
All because of Mr. Freeman?
All because she didn't get along with Mr. Freeman.
Wow.
Like, why I had to suffer, you know?
Did anybody else in your family go to Bunch?
I was the only one that went to Bunch. Then when it came to my baby sister, she was able to go to Willowbrook. And I'm like, wait a minute. What happened?
Boy, who knows?
I probably would have been somewhere else in life if I went to Willowbrook.
So going over there to Bunch, what happened at Bunch? Did you get involved in anything at Bunch?
Actually, I did play sports at Bunch. I actually played volleyball and a little bit of basketball. I actually got a trophy for MVP at Bunch for volleyball. So you didn't know that. Very athletic.
Were you very athletic?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
But Bunch was good. It taught me, back then we had like home economics. So I learned how to cook and sew, and I still sew to this day.
You know what's one of the bad things? They done took home economics, I think, out of schools, and a lot of skills classes out of the junior high school, which is now middle school. They took it out. Mm-hmm. Why? I have no idea, because a lot of young men and women could have been learning these skills, and now they're missing them.
Yeah. So, I mean, it taught me a lot, like, sewing. I still pull out my sewing.
You learned how to sew?
Yes.
At Bunch?
At Bunch. Made some clothes and actually wore them in a fashion show at Bunch.
No,
it's
good.
Crazy. I learned how to sew like old lady skills with a pattern. No. So I still pull out my sewing machine to this day, and I still do things which actually having those skills helped me with my business that I do outside of work now.
That's good. Well, young ladies should learn how to sew. They might be thinking sewing ain't going to be helpful, but sewing is still something they should learn how to do today.
Yeah.
So hopefully these young women will take that and learn how to do that. Don't put it down. And just to mention, this is something else. I got a friend named James, learned how to sew, and believe me, sewing and upholstery is really what's saving his business today. Mm-hmm. So
I can believe that.
Yeah, it's because he do a lot of upholstery for rent-a-car places and stuff like that. So it ain't also just all the mechanic work. That the sewing that he's doing is keeping his business really thriving. So
yeah.
So now, were you good in school for his education?
Oh yeah.
You were?
Of course.
Well,
I was always a good student.
Yeah?
Yes.
No, I mean, because everybody is not a good student.
Junior high school? What you doing in junior high school? You supposed to be going to school and come on. You supposed to be doing nothing else.
Trust me, it's a lot of kids growing up, even today, supposed to be in school and ain't getting their lesson.
My mother wasn't playing that.
Yeah, so maybe
going to school. But then the crazy part about it, like my other siblings, they went to Markham Junior High School. So I'm like, I want to, get that experience that they had, but they was bad. So I'm like, why did I want that experience?
Your brothers went to Markham?
Yeah. So I asked her to transfer me to Markham. Oh my God. I'm like, these kids on a whole other level over here.
Yeah,
Markham. I'm like, nah, send me back to my neighborhood because them kids was doing.
What in the world you want to go over there to Markham for, boy?
Because I used to hear the stories that they would tell, growing up in junior high school and doing this. And I'm like, okay, I want a little bit of that experience too. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying this. Markham is really surrounded by different projects. J. Jordan Down, Hacienda, whatever, something like that. Right, Ronald? Hacienda. And the Nickerson Gardens. Mm-hmm. What in the world you want to go get surrounded by that?
Well, surprise,
and you on the other
I was
side.
surprised. I was like, oh no, this is different. And it's so crazy because speaking of old lady skills, like it's back then, because I was late checking in, one of my classes was to work in the office. So I actually learned how to work a switchboard, like when people calling in old school, where you connect the cords, one go here, an in and an out button, and I'm answering calls.
You was getting some skills.
I was getting some skills, but I was scared to go home afterwards to get on that bus and go back home. Oh no.
I don't know what in the world you made that decision to go over to Markham.
I don't know why my mama listened to me either. I'm like, I look back, I'm like, what was you thinking? But she took me back out.
Growing up, Mama was able to handle all them girls.
Oh, yeah. And all them boys. 5 boys, 5 girls.
You know?
But my mom operated kind of like off of a system, which is pretty much the way I operate now. Like, you wasn't wilding out in our house. Everybody had, you had chores. It was going to be done by the time she get home from work. And if it wasn't done, everybody in the house getting a whooping. So we was responsible for each other. Like, you better get it right because I don't want to
it was something different about the mothers of the past, and we're going to move on from that. They was able to handle a lot of children. Yeah. And and when they had boys in the family, them boys was into things because it was different, because now at this time, and I always said, when it was them, the neighborhood was a black neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And so it was a lot to get into, and it was like gangs and all over the place, you know what I'm saying? So it was tough for mothers then with children. Now you get from bunch, and it's time, not bunch. Did you get kicked out of? Oh, you asked to leave.
I asked to leave, but I asked to come back. So I'm like, nah. I think I did about maybe 6 months at Markham, and I was like, take me back, Mom. I can't do this.
So now you was a good student. Thank God for that. Mm-hmm. Now it's time to go over to Centennial.
Oh, yeah.
What was it like in the 10th grade? Now you're in Centennial High School.
Because most of your friends come over from junior high school, so, you knew people. It wasn't like you...
You knew people in the 10th grade?
Yeah, we came over from the 9th grade together, so those were still your friends, but it was a whole different world. I'm like, these boys in here look like grown-ups to me, but it was...
And they did.
And then, of course, still coming out the neighborhood, so you still knew people who was, 11th and 12th grade. So my transition was smooth, good, no problems. I participated. I was a cheerleader in high school.
In the 10th grade?
In the 11th.
So what did you do in the 10th grade?
10th grade went just to class.
Did you start dating or anything like that?
10th grade? No, not dating in the 10th grade. No, seriously. You had your eye on some people, but you were shy. Well,
you were shy?
I mean, you scared because you're like, these look like little grown men to me. So kind of was trying to stay in my lane for a minute.
Yeah. No, they.
And that 11th grade hit.
You was ready then.
I was ready by the 11th grade.
Okay, 11th grade. No cheering in the 10th grade.
No cheering in the 10th. Just
getting good grades.
Getting good grades. Going to class. Not skip. Well, let me just back that up. One time I was ditching and my mama pulled right up on me and I had to think quick. I'm like, hurry up, mom, the bell about to ring. She don't even know, like, class had already started. I was ditching. She like, oh, go ahead, get to class. I'm like, woo. Her and my brother pulled up on me. I was like,
boy, look here. And it's nice that you could even say that because some people gonna say they didn't ditch.
I ditched a couple times.
Yeah.
But you still try to feel your way through. See, yeah.
It was part of growing up, you know. I mean, I'm sure boys did it more than girls, but I can't say that because girls are smart. They really, really smarter than boys, really, at, the things that they do. So now you're in 11th grade, you become a cheerleader.
I become a cheerleader. Popularity grew. We had a blast.
What is a popularity group?
When you're a cheerleader, you become popular.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, popularity grew. Everybody's, knowing who you are, and you invited to, the little parties, the events, and things like that.
Did y'all have like dances? Like Valentine's dance?
Yeah, but they were like in junior high school, we had dances, but they were on campus. When you got in high school, these were off campuses, so we ready to
So
get
in junior high,
up.
did you go to the dance?
Yeah, of course.
Well, why you didn't tell us that you went to the dance? Did you dance?
Probably not. You still holding up the walls and
Yeah.
It was just everybody standing around looking at each other.
The reason I say that because I don't think junior high have dances anymore. They could, but
I don't know.
They could, but I don't know.
Yeah, we had them like at lunchtime.
That was a great experience. Y'all have any talent shows in junior high?
Oh, yeah. We had talent shows. I mean, I had one thing about it, like, I know some people, like you say, they ditch and all that, but you missing a whole lot when you supposed to be at school back in our day. I don't know what they doing now, but
when they
we
had
dances, talent shows.
Did you get in any talent show?
No.
Well, what? You didn't have no talent?
I would rah-rah the heck out of you on the sidelines if you was up there doing your thing. No.
So, we going to get back to high school. You were a cheerleader.
Cheering.
Did you date any of the football players?
I wouldn't say date because even though, I came from a family of 10, my brothers was very protective. Like, guys would come over to our house and they be like, I ain't coming back over here. Your brothers is big and they scary. But when you say date.
Look here, you lived in the neighborhood. Them guys would have been scared to come over in that neighborhood.
My brothers was like, they wasn't even playing with you coming over to the house dating and all of that. No.
I was like, on Compton Avenue 118.
But I mean, there was a lot of guys that like you. And it's just like, I don't know. Just one-on-one dating.
Okay. So now you
too many fish in the sea for all that.
Yeah. So now, okay, you cheering because if you cheering, because back when I was at the Mont and the girls was cheering, ooh-wee, HBCU ain't had nothing on them. I don't know if y'all was doing it like the HBCU cheerleaders over there at Centennial, but at Fremont, man, them girls when they shake, it'd be like an earthquake.
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't shaking over there?
We was shaking over there, but I was
oh,
just
y'all was doing like the white girls.
No, we was bringing it on over there.
Well, y'all bringing it?
We was bringing it at the 10, but I mean, maybe for other people, I just didn't have a one-on-one boyfriend. I didn't.
Did y'all have a band?
Oh, of course.
Were they good?
Yeah, we was good.
Oh, well, I'm asking because see.
But see, you remember we from Compton, so like if we was losing, we was gonna fight at the games. We wasn't losing. It was going to be a fight.
Do you ever remember y'all band being in the Watts parade?
I don't remember if we was in the Watts parade.
Okay,
no,
that's cool.
Honestly,
I'm just saying, Fremont had a really, really good band.
And I thought we were pretty good.
No, that's your school. I'm just, I'm a Pathfinder, and I'm just repping the bands at that time. So you cheering, and if you cheering and looking good, the guys was acting.
They were.
They were?
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know.
Did you think you was fine?
Come on now.
I'm just,
Still do. But I'm just saying, like, I just always was like, she cool. She good people.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So, of course, they like me. Boys would come over to the house all the time, but they would get ran off, but they would come.
They was making their way.
It was making their way.
Walking by the house, waving.
But you wasn't going to do too much nothing at that house, But
so now, look here. So did you go to the prom in the 12th?
Yes. I went to the prom, everything. I mean, I was,
Popular?
Yeah, I would say so.
Who you went to the prom with?
This guy named Kenny. It's funny because Kenny just reconnected with me after 40 years. He inboxed me saying he had been looking for me. And Kenny's sound like he's doing good. He's married. I forgot what state he's in, but he's doing good. Yeah.
No, that's good.
He was my prom date, but we were friends. We didn't date.
Well, who asked who to go to the prom?
I am not asking no man. No, didn't have it like that. I didn't have to do all that.
Is that right?
That's right.
So he asked you to the prom.
He asked
what
me
color
to the
did
prom.
y'all wear?
Red, black, and white.
That was them Centennial
And back then,
colors?
I had blonde hair.
Oh, yeah?
Blonde was banging back then.
It was your hair
It
blonde?
was my hair.
Or did you dye it blonde?
Listen, underneath this burgundy, I'm a dirty red.
Dirty red.
I'm a dirty red.
So you're cheering again in the 12th grade.
12th grade.
You go to the prom. Did you get a boyfriend finally?
After, no, I never, no, I don't think
So
anybody
you
from
went
high school.
wait a
I
minute.
went through all of high school. I was the cool chick, like she cool.
You
She
went
good
all
people.
through high school
All through high school.
without a boyfriend.
Without a boyfriend. I never, remember I didn't say I didn't have people liking me now.
No, I know that.
But you gotta,
But I'm just saying.
you gotta be something different to make it to the boyfriend status. You don't just because like, oh, I think you cute. No, what?
Man, you cheering.
Yeah.
You looking good. You fine. And you
Those
ain't
are
got
your words.
No, I'm saying this is high school.
This is high school. Believe it or not, I did not have.
And you didn't commit
to what?
to the boy or whoever.
Oh, no.
It had to be some good basketball player, football player,
I said
hustler, or something.
all of those. But just to say like, oh, it's just me and you?
You didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
Wow. That's something.
Yeah, that's probably how I escaped teen pregnancy too.
But you graduate.
Of course I graduated. My mama was not playing. You was good because my other siblings didn't graduate.
This is what I always wonder, with some people. Did you go to college?
No.
Why?
Why? You know what? Because I was just so tired of school that I didn't want to see school anymore. And I know that this is a big mistake. You're like, I'm going to take a year off. A year off, don't do it. Very seldom are you going to go back. So I went right into work. I went into, I actually started working for the county.
Is that right?
Yeah. I
You
worked
was
for
a
the
county?
Hall of Records, downtown L.A.
And did you know how
I did
blessed
not know.
you was to have that job?
No. See, at that time, then I had a boyfriend. Then I got pregnant. And
You didn't lose the job because of pregnancy.
No, I didn't lose the job. I actually quit. But had I known better, I would not have quit because I was so sick. This pregnancy was like the worst pregnancy ever. I couldn't function. So I was like, I just got to quit. But had I known then what the county would look like, I'd be retired by now.
Really?
I would have just pushed a little bit harder, but I didn't have anybody in my corner telling me like, hey, stick there, stay there. Yeah. And I think at that time, my mother, after raising 10 kids, she's like, I'm tired. Do you? Point,
You know what? How did you even get that job?
I went to some career school downtown LA. I think it was called ABI, something like that. And they actually, after I graduated from that school, they actually got me a job with the county. I don't know if that's happening now, if that's going down now, well, but they actually found me a job at the county.
That's good. So you got pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
You quit the county job. This is going to be a new beginning now.
Now it's a new beginning.
New beginning. Then you have your son.
I have my son.
Did you know what to do? I mean,
Okay, so here's the funny part about it is that by me being number 9 out of 10, my older siblings was having kids, so we was already babysitting. I knew about kids, knew how to, change Pampers, fix a bottle, all of that stuff. Yeah, I knew what to do.
You knew what to do.
I mean, my nephews are only, 9 years behind me, so at 9, I'm babysitting.
So now you're growing up, and you had a child.
Mm-hmm.
You went to the county. What was your next job after the county?
Okay, so again, got to remember that day and age. People were not motivated. It was, I went on, got on welfare, and because that's what you saw.
You got on welfare?
Got on welfare because that's what you.
They gonna be looking at you saying you was on welfare.
Well,
what do they call it now?
Public assistance or something like that. Back then, it was on the welfare, and I was like, I don't like this.
How old were you?
Probably like 21, something like that. But then I would go get like little odd jobs, like I'm working at May Company, Broadway. I think it was the name changed or something like that. I would work I would always go get a job. But then you kind of like your surroundings, they were on welfare. So it didn't seem like it was not something that you shouldn't do or couldn't do.
Well, some women, they have a child and they ain't have a car. Did you have a car?
Man, come on now. My brother gave me my first car was a Datsun B210 with turbo.
Man, look here. I don't even think turbo was out at that time. Is you sure?
It didn't actually have turbo, but when I put that pedal to the metal, it'll be woo. But it wasn't going fast. It wasn't quite turbo. But I called it turbo. I used to joke and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go in turbo mode." They be like, "Yeah." I'm like, woo.
Man.
Wasn't going nowhere.
And your brother gave you that car?
Brother gave me my first car.
Well, that's good that somebody gave you a car, because usually somebody got to try to buy a car, but he gave you that car.
At the time, he was just getting into, he would buy cars at the auction and flip them and all of that.
Way back then?
Way back then. And he gave me my first little red Datsun B210. Boy, that little car.
It ran
was
good?
Chucking down the freeway. Oh, my God.
How long did you have it?
I had that car for a minute.
You did?
It was a good running car when he gave it to me. It just wasn't cute, but it was a good running car. He made sure it ran good.
Because guys see you in that car, they going to be like, nah, I ain't talking to her. That car look like
then
a
you
bucket.
need to upgrade me if that's the case. But other than that, you was getting that Datsun B210.
Huh?
Yes. I mean, I kept it for a while.
So were you still living at the house with moms?
Okay.
Tell the truth.
Yeah. At that time, yeah. But then my first apartment was like $84.
Wait a minute.
And it was a townhouse.
Where was this?
2-story townhouse in Rialto.
How you get to Rialto?
Well, we lived on 118th, and then they bought our homes out in order to build for King Drew, which is there now.
Right.
So they bought our homes out over there. So that's how we ended up in Rialto.
Hold up.
Mm-hmm.
Single mom had 10 children.
10 children. That was her second home she had bought.
Is that right?
With 10 kids, yep. She bought her second home in Rialto.
Because that's what I was finna say. She owned the home.
Yeah, we owned our home on 118.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's kind of like it's crazy because one of her friends had bought a home in Watts. I'll never forget her name. Her name was Pat. And she talked my mom into buying her home.
Right.
Because my mom didn't think she could.
Whoa.
But when Pat did it, Pat, you could do it, you can do it. And that's how my mom it pushed her into owning her first home.
And that's really good because somebody kept saying, you can do it.
You can do it.
You can do it. And even though this is a lot of years later, young folks, middle-aged folks or whatever, you got to believe you can do it.
Yeah.